Last year, the value of the child tax credit increased a maximum of $3,600 for children under the age of 6, everybody, and a maximum of $3,000 for children ages 6 to 17. The credit everybody also wanted and changed to become fully refundable. It gave more families the opportunity to receive its full value. Just as importantly, half of the credit was paid in monthly installments, so recipients did not have to wait on that money. And the boosted value of the credit, combined with the fact that it was paid monthly, helped millions of households improve their finances and make ends meet during the second half of 2022. And given that impact, lawmakers are motivated to keep the boosted version around for another year. President Biden also included a 1-year extension of the boosted child tax credit in his Build Back Better plan. But that spending bill has been stalled in the Senate and doesn't seem to be going anywhere. As of right now, the child tax credit will revert to its pre-2021 value in 2022. And the monthly installment payments families enjoyed last year will now be off the table. Not only might these changes put many households in a more precarious financial situation, but they could result in a massive uptick in child poverty rates. Yes, everybody, it's official. Congress has announced that there are billions of dollars left over in stimulus relief funds. And actually, many lawmakers have officially proposed this new stimulus relief plan that I'll be going over in today's video. There's a ton of progress being made, a lot of developments, and a lot of breaking news about the fourth stimulus check, Social Security benefits, SSI, and SSDI payments, and especially payments for low-income residents. So continue watching this video. So millions of Americans across multiple states are expected to receive SNAP benefits worth up to $1,504 this month, unless they miss the deadline to apply for food stamps. According to CNBC, residents of California, Colorado, and states like Idaho and Nevada, you can all expect to receive their food stamps benefits this month. CNBC has also reported that a temporary extension to food stamp benefits helped millions of families buy groceries during this time. And this extension has an April 15th deadline, everybody. So states will no longer be able to provide the extra SNAP benefits after that. And around 41 million people are eligible for food stamps, which help low-income families buy groceries in the maximum amount of a family. And the maximum a family of 8 can receive in food stamps benefits is around $1,504. Americans must apply for SNAP in the state in which you live in. But according to CNBC, there is a new program called the Restaurant Meals Program. The Restaurant Meals Program that also covers people with disabilities and people experiencing homelessness. The program is most widely available in states like California and Arizona. But newer states like Maryland and Illinois are now ramping up their operations on this. Nutrition experts and advocates say the program's sudden growth is part of a larger push to expand the SNAP benefits. The thing is that many lawmakers have warned that many Americans no longer have the resources or physical ability to prepare the kind of recipes that lawmakers envisioned at the launch of the Nutrition Assistance Program. Restaurant Meals has faced challenges and opposition in several states, often over the nutrition and cost of the meal it offers. The program has drawn criticism for allowing participants to eat at fast food chains, and some states have found it difficult to implement with fewer restaurants. And now 2 years and 6 relief bills into the crisis, the country has spent the majority of its available rescue funding. But billions of dollars across a handful of categories have not gone out the door. Beginning under the former president and continuing through President Biden's administration, Congress has approved some $4.5 trillion in total aid spending. And according to the Treasury Department data, federal agencies have formally committed to using about $4 trillion of that, and have made $3.5 trillion in actual payments to date. But it has been reported that $500 billion in stimulus relief funds have not been spent. The shocking news, everybody, is that the $500 billion or so in available relief sources that have not been obligated may not end up being spent by agencies. There are deadlines for making these commitments, and they could span years. The details also vary by program. Funds that are not eventually obligated are returned for government uses.
So look, let me be clear. None of this will increase inflation. 17 Nobel Prize winners in economics wrote to me saying it would ease inflationary pressures. We can also do it without raising a single penny on tax of anybody making under $400,000 a year. If you make less than $400,000, you're not going to pay a penny in tax. We have to do this by asking the top and the biggest corporations to pay a little more. Look, I'm a capitalist. If you can make $1 million or $1 billion bucks, good for you. But pay your fair share. Pay a little bit. By the way, whether you're Democrats or Republicans, raise your hand if you think the tax structure is fair now. Look, '55. I come from the corporate capital of the world. You got it. Well, you think I'm kidding? There are more corporations incorporated in Delaware than every other state in the union combined. And I got elected 7 times to Delaware, notwithstanding the fact that I'm so anti-corporate America. Give me a break. How long would I last? But here's the deal. 55 for the
More jobs have been created in 1 year than ever in our nation's history. Wages are up, and more small businesses are opening up across the country than ever before. Because the American Rescue Plan changed the way in which families put food on the table, provide for their families, and so that our parents and women in particular can return to work, and have helped our schools stay open and our families and small businesses stay afloat. So let's get to the heart of the matter today, which is how this particular piece of legislation has transformed the lives of so many New Mexicans, and how our communities have benefited from these historic policies. The people of New Mexico, and especially our women, are strong, resilient, the centers of our families and the roots of our communities. Our women carry us, nurture us, and work hard every day so that we can succeed, like the women in my own life, my own mother, my sister, and the trailblazing women who came before us and support us every day in our communities. But the challenges and burdens of this pandemic and the past 2 years have fallen unequally and disproportionately on women who have exited the workforce at unprecedented numbers, and on our kids who are resilient yet still struggling. As families struggle to make ends meet, keep a roof over their heads, and put food on the table, women have had to dig deep and find creative solutions. And these burdens have fallen disproportionately, in particular, on our Latina and Hispano women, on our indigenous women, our Black women, and women struggling economically every day to make ends meet. There are countless stories of struggle and resilience and survival in our communities and the impacts of the American Rescue Plan. One from New Mexico's 1st Congressional District is that of April Trujillo and her 4 boys in Albuquerque. After losing her husband in September of 2020, Derek Trujillo, a small business owner who owned a small carpet cleaning business, their family struggled in a way that they had never